In business, sometimes you find out that sometimes it's easier to let some things go than to continue to pursue them. It'll probably end up sinking you in the long run.
What's up, guys? My name is Fred De Anda. I've been a barber for over 15 years, and I've gotten to meet a lot of great people. Come with me as we cut to the chase and dive deep into these stories. We're back with our second episode. Today, we have with us my brother, a great friend, mentor, Mr. Rick Calderon, owner of House Restaurant Bar. Mr. Rick, good seeing you, brother. Good to
Rick
have
Barber-Tender.
you. Rick Barber-Tender is the AKA. Man, me and Rick really go way back. Me and Rick started cutting hair together at, should we name it?
Yeah. Shout out to Dave desde ahorita.
Shout out to Dave. We worked together at TDK. If there's anything good Dave did was get us together right here, baby.
No, we had
you, Dave. No, we made a good team. I really want to talk about how Rick was a barber before everything that he's done. To me, Rick was he had the most clientele at the barbershop. He had so much clientele, he was able to pass it down to me. And that's how I've also been able to put that into my business and like pass down barbers. And when I left, because Rick had his own shop, and we'll get into all these things. We're gonna talk about a bunch of things today. But Rick had his own shop. Like I said, we're gonna get into it, and I got to work for him for a bit. We're really just gonna dive into our stories, our entrepreneur life, how barbering really got us to where we wanted to be, and how some of the mindsets that I have today in business really do come from Rick. Rick got to meet me at a really young age. I was like 17. Turned me into a little bit of an alcoholic a little bit.
I can't blame me on that one.
But we had a really good times. Rick used to work at F Bar. Actually rolling behind the scenes, got to go there too. We had a good time. But again, now let's just dive right into it, man. Rick, real quick, man. I know we worked together 10 years ago. We worked for Dave at TDK. But something that I think I never asked you, and I know a lot of your barber story. I was telling Roland right now, but I think I don't know what got you into barbering, bro.
It's a funny question, and you just mentioned F-Bar. I started cutting hair at a really young age, 13, 14. You know, people will probably be like, 13. Yo también.
Yeah.
I saw you at 17. This guy at 17 had probably more money than all the barbers that are right now, because there was no competition.
There was very little competition.
Very little barbers. Right now, there's barbers. There's a lot of barbers. But for me, I think it was a lucky break. I was working at a club, F-Bar. It was fun. And for some reason, they knew I could cut hair. They knew, oh, this guy cuts hair. And after work, boom, everybody would leave, 2 a.m. I was in the restroom making that extra money. Everybody had money, $20 each. And when $20 was $20.
Yeah.
Right now.
It added up.
$20 ain't nothing. But I got lucky, and I don't know, just de ahí pasó. Like,
And how'd you get to like your first pair of clippers?
that's a good question. Let's go back to the 13. Then you're picking my brain. Big shout out to my primo, Ramon. I have a cousin.
Okay.
They gave him a clipper when we were 13.
Ramon is a AC?
Yes.
Okay, I know.
Ramon is a cousin of mine. It's actually a cousin and a neighbor.
Wow.
And they gave him a pair of clippers when we were young.
What type were they?
Eran unas Conair Sam's. Sam's. My uncle worked at Sam's back in the day, and I remember my cousin was cool enough to let me keep that.
Was it a combo or like?
Yeah, I mean, at all show.
Like the trimmer and the. Okay, that's all. And then, so you just started. They kind of knew you had clippers, because my story is real similar. Like, just a homie of mine knew I had clippers. That's what it was. And you started cutting these guys at the bar. That was really your practice. Your dive into it. So, but you weren't really. When you got to you were just cutting these guys' hair. Securities, owners.
Servers, bartenders, everybody there at the shop. I'll be honest with you, and don't get offended, Cosmos or anybody, barbers. I didn't think barbering was for me at the time.
I agree.
I was working at a club. For me, cutting hair was for women. Barbering wasn't cool in Laredo. We made it cool, bro. Now y'all are barbers because of us.
We made
you
it
saw
cool,
us.
baby.
You saw us. We made it cool. And one time, shout out Freddie Fates. You know who you are.
Okay.
He gave me a little school.
OG?
Yeah, OG barber here from Laredo. Shout out City's Barbershop.
Wow, one of the first ones.
They were telling me, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time charging $20, cutting hair in the restroom. They're like, bro, look at what we're doing. Look at the amount of money we're making. Started making the calculations. The next day I applied financial aid, left to the Valley. Barber school.
I think it's very interesting. I've been telling the guys right before you got here your story about barber school, because man, I own a barber school, and it's real hard to keep these kids committed. It's real hard to keep these kids, on a straight line. You could even sometimes work so hard into getting them to finish barber school, but then they won't go take their tests, right? What was it for you? Because you had to travel out of town. You went to school in the Valley. You had to pretty much live with somebody you didn't know, right?
Without knowing anybody.
He went and moved in with somebody he didn't know, and he still made it happen. And it was when barbering was 1,500 hours.
1,500 hours,
It's down to 1,000. So what was that? Talk to us a little bit about your barber school times, your struggles, and everything that you had to go through. Because the reason I really want to talk about this is because a lot of barbers will see the success, and they don't see that we've been doing this for over 10, 15 years, right? And there's a big struggle behind it. It's not gonna be the next day even making $20 a haircut. Yeah. It's gonna be even less, right? So
the struggle is real.
Talk to us a little bit about barber school, your commute, you would travel, your living, and everything you would do over there.
But it all started with my family. I'll say it like that, with my mother, my mom. The reason I went to the Valley was because my family were scared that if I went to Austin or San Antonio or somewhere else, that I wasn't gonna come back.
Okay, wow.
Which
probably true.
Probably true. Yeah. I don't think I'd come back. I'd probably be in Vegas somewhere on Love Island or something. JK. Okay, so I applied for barber school. I moved over there without knowing anybody. I went on Craigslist. I found a room on Craigslist.
Wow.
I rented a room. I called the school. I went to go check it out. It looked okay. It was a whole lot of driving. A lot of driving back and forth because I had some money saved up. Mm-hmm. So I was struggling, but at the same time, our drinking, we go out, we party. I'd go out and spend all my money and be like, oh, how am I gonna pay rent now? Or what am I gonna do? So I'd come back to Laredo, bartend, cut a little bit of hair, and go back and do it all over again. It was a whole,
how long was
2 years, más o menos.
2 years, guys.
I went through a couple of bad things.
Barbers can finish as fast as 6 months now at school.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah. You were saying you?
Yeah, I went through a whole. They took my appendix out.
While you were in barber school.
It was like all the bad things happen and the things that nobody sees. Like you said, the struggle.
Yeah.
Those 2 years were really hard. Were really long. Everybody just saw Rick the barber.
Yeah.
But the struggle before that was.
And how was it with your living situation there? Like, how did you end up going from? Because I know it goes deeper than that. That the person you ended up living with off of Craigslist became somebody you were very, very close with.
Something close like that. I rented a room in the Valley. I lived, I want to say, for like 2-3 months. I met these people playing basketball at some park, and I made friends. I made some friends over there, and they're like, how much are you paying? Because I was paying like $500 a month, which was a lot back then for a room, not a house, not an apartment, for a room.
Right.
Long story short, I moved in with the person I met, and it was a blessing in disguise. He actually became kind of like a family member. Rest in peace. He recently passed away like a couple of months ago. Shout out to Javier. But I was a blessing meeting him and getting to have a whole different family in the Valley. It was crazy. 2 hours changes everything.
Because even after you finished barber school and you had your own shop, you would go visit.
Yes.
You would go visit them, and you would spend like literally for nothing but to go see them.
Yeah.
So that's real interesting, man. I guess we could move on to the next question, which for me is going to be, what were some of going into your entrepreneur life, right? What were some of the challenges that you had with opening your first bar, which wasn't house, was happy hour? What were some of the challenges with like licensing, staffing, permits, the city, the location. What do you think for you was like the hardest part?
Yeah, everything. It was a shit show. Excuse my French.
Break it down to us.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. Okay, I'll put it to you like this. We decided to open up a bar in the downtown area where nothing works and nobody helps you. So it was a struggle just to get the permits to go through. It was a struggle just to get anybody interested in going down there. I don't know, it was just a struggle in general. But I feel like going through all that made us strong. And when I say us, I'm not the only owner of Pals and Happy Hour
right.
back then. None of this I could have ever done anything. None of this without my family. I want to give a shout out to Saul and Williams, my brothers, my partners. Sure. My mom, she's also a partner. They've been with me since the beginning, and we've been going strong.
Yeah, I actually remember. I don't know if you remember this, but the meetings that you would have for happy hour, sometimes you were just cutting their hair, like Saul's hair, Heavy's hair, and you guys were just breaking down, writing notes while cutting hair, man. And it's crazy because it is a big family business that you guys kind of operate, and each one of you guys have been able to play your role in growing the company and doing all these big things that you guys have been doing, man. But going back to the struggles of opening, how was it with the city?
We actually had a better idea. I don't know if people know this. I'll let you on a little secret. I don't know if you remember this. I opened a barbershop.
Yeah.
On the second floor of Happy Hour downtown bar.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was wooden flooring. It had 3 pool tables. It had their own restrooms. It had a balcony bar. Mm-hmm. It was beautiful. There were some stairs to go down. The bar Happy Hour was downstairs. It was gonna be next level stuff. It was gonna be a barbershop on the second floor with a pool hall, and then you walk downstairs. It was gonna be Happy Hour. It was gonna be set up so nice for you guys. The city didn't let it happen.
The city. How did
Big shout out to the city, Laredo. It didn't happen. They didn't let us get that through. We spent a lot of money on that.
And time.
It ended up falling through. And I ended up moving the barbershop to 359.
Yeah.
We moved the barbershop 359 and just opened Happy Hour by itself. Imagine the possibilities.
I know. And there was nothing really downtown. There was, maybe one other bar in that street?
No, there was a good
couple.
Yeah, Dugout.
When you opened?
Taboo.
Okay, that's true. Dugout, Taboo.
Shotties. Okay. Right after. They were okay. But
so once you got through with the city, how long did it take you?
Just to open the bar took me about a year. That was and you have to pay rent every month, and oh no, it was crazy.
Wow.
But shout out to the people from Laredo, because once we opened, the support was crazy.
The support was real.
I was not expecting. I don't know if y'all like the pictures or y'all like.
Yes.
I hope it was me.
Yes.
But
the ideas. So I think you really brought, like, you would tell me this because you would party a lot in Austin. You would party a lot, especially downtown the Valley. Yeah. And you would always tell me that you wanted to bring this, and it's crazy to see what you did, because like you might not be downtown anymore, but now it's filled with bars from one end like to the other. So I do give you big props on that, because you had a vision that nobody really had, and if you know now, I think now they're putting in money for downtown, right? Which it
looks good.
How does that make you feel that now they're?
Yeah, I can't hate. I mean, God gave me a great opportunity to partner up over here where I'm at, and can't look back. Just move forward, and ojalá que les vaya bien. I'm happy that it's growing.
Okay.
But I'm also happy where I'm at.
How do you think, or how was it when you had to let go of Happy Hour, dude? Or what happened there? What triggered the?
That one was hard. You can't be everywhere at the same time. That's probably the one.
Were you already opening house while you were?
Well, they were both open for a good year.
Okay.
A year, right?
Wow.
They were both open for a good year.
That's true.
But when you have inventory, it's really hard to be everywhere.
Okay.
And we ended up having to close that one, which was a good decision because we were losing a lot of money.
Sometimes just inventory?
Yeah, inventory, that with everything. In business, sometimes you find out that sometimes it's easier to let some things go.
Okay.
Than to continue to pursue them. It'll probably end up sinking you in the long run.
I think that's a big thing, man, because when you're going into business, you'll hear a bunch of people telling you like the reasons why not to go in. and it could be discouraging, but also really never giving up is something that, you know, you've been doing for a while, you know. I actually want to know about your transition into house. How is house different? What did you learn from happy hour that you put into house and vice versa?
Everything. I want to say happy hour gave me the tools to be able to even work at a place like house, because it's huge. It's a monster. We could say house is like 5 happy hours. Like, it's real hard to keep everything in line, and it also helps me that I had a good team. Everybody knows their part.
Yeah, I think it'd be important to like mention some of your guys that have been with you. For sure, yeah. That have been with you for a very, very long time. Shout out to Hassel. Hassel's been with you for how long now?
Yeah, a long time. Hassel, Brett, Flash, Saul, Williams.
I'm gonna jump back into a question that I had for Rick. Not really a question, but I remember working with you, dude, and we had really badass chemistry, and it's hard to understand that because nowadays barbering is a very completely different industry. You know, we used to work. It wasn't really. It was a walk-in system. It was 100% a walk-in system. And if anybody remembers, like getting a haircut a couple years back, if you were a kid, you know, your mom would give you $20, $25, drop you off and leave you there because she really wouldn't know whether it was going to be an hour or 5 hours that you were going to be at the barbershop. So, you know, how do you see the barber industry? I know you left your barbershop a couple years ago. Why did you leave it? What do you? It was COVID, right? I think your barbershop was during COVID.
Yeah, I closed on a shop in COVID.
Do you miss barbering?
I do.
Would you go into it, especially with everything that you see now, how it is, how it's changed?
Maybe in the future, yeah. Maybe not as a barber, but maybe as something else.
Okay.
I do miss, I'm not gonna say I miss cutting hair. I wanna say I miss making people look good.
Okay.
I still cut my son's hair, I cut my close friend's hair here and there. So yeah, but I working at a shop, maybe I miss it more working like at TDK back in the day. That was different.
The vibe, like the conversations.
Yeah, it was.
While we were cutting hair, dude, you would say something. I'll never forget this because it really, really stuck with me. You said, my barbershop money is for my bills, to take care of myself, right? But my bar money, because you would work the bar at night. So you would barber by day, bartender by night. And you would tell me straight up, my bar money is to build my bar. So it's crazy, crazy, crazy when I got to see you actually open up, you know, happy hour, and then especially like seeing it a couple months down when it was popping. Like, I think happy hour was really big.
It was a good time.
It was really big. It was great times. Super, super fun.
I miss happy hours on site. Cheers to happy hours.
Cheers to happy hours. What was it for you? What was inside you that like just you never gave up? What was that drive? Where does that drive come from, Rick?
I don't know. I think I was born to party. I'm good at drinking. I'm a good time. People like to party with me.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I got to experience the whole Mexico thing. I have an older brother. My older brother is 6.5 years older than me. So when he was 22, I was 16, 15. I got to go see what frogs was like at 57. I got a little taste of it. And I want to say, since I saw that, I wanted it. I wanted a club. Because I'm gonna have a club.
And how old were you?
I was 16.
Okay.
16.
And since that age, you knew you wanted a bar?
Yes, I wanted a bar.
That's crazy, man.
At 19, I started working at a bar, at F Bar.
And how old were you when you really started planning to open your own bar? How long was that transition of saving and planning before you actually did it?
I had like 1,000 drunk nights with my boy Manny. Shout out to Manny out there. I had like thousands of pedas planning the bar. We even had a little notebook. Writing down the
I remember seeing you guys write notes like Willie, Saul.
We were planning it since 16, 17, 18. But we got real serious after TDK when we were making good money at TDK.
Yeah.
We were making good money at TDK, and I was bartending at night. And like you said, started saving up my bar money. My brother started saving up their money, and we put it together and made it happen.
Okay, so
it was crazy.
All three of you guys were planning for the whole time together. It was all three of you guys.
I do have a story about that. Not a story. We wanted to open a bar because I was already bartending, and my brother was like, they wanted to invest in me. And
your brother's a teacher, right?
Yeah, one of my brothers is a teacher. Shout out to Williams, and the other one is the manager at House. Shout out to DJ Prieto. They believed in me. And they were like, you know what? Let's just open up a bar. We can do it.
Yeah,
we can do it. And Ray, the last boss I ever had. Ray, shout out to Ray F Bar. He gave us 2 weeks off. Thank God. He gave us 2 weeks off because he was gonna remodel. And my boy Heavy, rest in peace, DJ Heavy, MC Heavy, got this little gig downtown right there next to. It was called Medusas.
Okay.
I didn't even want to go. I remember, and he kept insisting. He's like, I got a free bottle. Let's party. So we decided to party. I invited my brother Saul. We were all there. All the TDK crew was there. I don't know if you've seen the picture. I don't know if you were there.
No, I don't think so.
Well, no, we all went. We were partying. I went outside to go smoke, and there was a building with a for rent sign, and it was a happy hour building. I took a picture of it, put it in my brother's group chat, and the rest is history.
Wow,
that's crazy.
And what was the process? I think like for people that are into business, right? Because I want this podcast to lean on that side a little bit. What was it like, man? Like going from it, just an idea in your head to like calling that number and then realizing like, what the fuck did they just say? Like, what do you mean square feet and this and that? Like, how was that? Like, did you get your brothers involved right away?
Right away, especially my brother Williams, because
he's a math teacher, by the way.
He's very smart.
He's a math teacher, right?
Yes, math teacher. United South High School. Very smart. One of the smartest persons.
So he kind of was he the one that like broke it down to you and was like, Rick, we could do this.
Actually, the one that el que abrió punta, como dicen aquí todos, era DJ Prieto, my brother Saul.
Really,
he's like, are we gonna open this bar or not? Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's go ask downtown. So we headed, downtown, the second floor where you get married.
Yeah.
We didn't even know where to go. We just asked, we want to open a bar, what do we do? And they send us, started going, go there, turn there. Got a little booklet that says, apply for a business.
Mm-hmm.
Follow, and they told us, look at that link, go to online and follow the instructions.
Wow.
That's what we did.
Damn,
it was hard. I'm simplifying it. It was,
Rick is really simplifying it, but man, I've just heard alone, like holding a liquor license is like pretty hard to do,
very hard.
What is that process like? I think, like, can anybody get it, or is it?
Not anybody can get it. Certain, you have to be clean record. There's certain things you have to apply for it. It runs you about, if you want to know the numbers, it's like $16K if you want a liquor license. If you want to sell liquor, if you just want to sell beer, it's a lot cheaper. It breaks down. It's not, you're not gonna pay $16,000 like that. You break it down in different kind of forms. And
while they're visiting you, is it that? Or?
No, those are other separate payments. Those are $100 each. The city charges you like $100 for an inspection. You're talking about the inspections.
Okay.
You have to pass utilities department, the health department, the fire department.
I remember you having trouble with fire, Rick.
Zoning. Building and zoning is the hardest one. Once you pass building and zoning, but you can do it. It's gonna take a long time, and you're gonna pay some rent, but you can do it.
There's a lot of people out here that like love to party, and I wonder how many of them are like thinking, like looking at the lights and thinking like you did once, like, man, I want to fucking party, I want to have this forever. What would you tell them? Like, what would you tell somebody that goes to house and like says, man, one day I want to own this?
Well, first of all, you don't party that much. It's not about the party. You gotta make it. You gotta be a good time, but you have to really be pacing yourself. You want to be a bar owner, you have to take care of that liver, take care of your health first.
There you go.
Don't look at me like that. I drink, guys, but you have to really drink moderately. Try to drink water, and because you're not gonna last forever, especially in a business like that.
How did you learn that, Rick?
The hard way. Making a couple of mistakes down the road.
Of course.
Some people know I've been through a couple of things here and there.
Yeah.
But pretty strong. Nothing's gonna break you. So if I can do it, you all can do it.
for the people that are barbers out here too, like how do you think that the barbershop, or I know for a fact it helped you, but like how do you think that really formed everything that you did in the bar business?
I don't think I'd be anywhere near where I'm at right now if it wasn't for hair. I owe everything to hair. And I'm not trying to promote his school. This is coming from me, personal, for me. Hair did everything for me, bro. Going to, first of all, financially, I was financially stable. It helped me pay my bills. It put me through school. It helped me open a bar. It helped me open a club. I opened a pizzeria. I opened up 2 barbershops.
Yeah.
And it was all hair money. But the marketing, all the people you need,
Exactly.
Yes, it all depends on you and what kind of a barber you want to be.
Because today I'll go to a house and I see the same people that used to sit in your chair, dude. You know, I could throw a couple names out there, but Duty, you know, they're there and they're like there often. And I think that's it has a lot to say that like us as barbers, we tend to, like, people tend to really love us and see us like as a family member.
Psychologists.
Yeah, we're there.
We know everything.
We know everything. Or maybe we just know too much.
I'm just kidding. Maybe the LPD watching. We don't know a lot.
Before we start, you know, closing it off and stuff, I do want to talk a little bit about, you know, any big plans that you might have. Earlier, you told me that you had a little sneak peek for somebody. You had something.
Oh, that was private. I was telling you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not supposed to talk about it. I'm not supposed to talk about it. Stirring the pot. All right, guys. I got something new in my back pocket. We're working house, restaurant, bar. We're working on something new. Get ready. It's gonna taste really good. That's all I can say.
Okay.
It's gonna taste really good.
Guys, today we had Rick. He's a really, really close friend of mine. I've gotten to see him literally build his dreams from cutting hair, like he said. Later on not this month, next month, we will be having our 2nd annual Battle of the 956 at House. Come join us. If you're a barber, come join us. If you're a vendor, you want to sell something out there, you sell merch, last time we even had a dispensary out there, right?
Yeah.
It
was a good time.
We had a real good time. There's going to be food. There's going to be obviously drinks. There are a lot of friends, a lot of competitors, cash prizes. I just don't want to rush it, so I'm going to look at my phone real quick. Forgive me. But before you leave, Rick, I do want to tell you that, like, watching you chase your dreams and, like, because barbers know this, and I'm going to set it out, but, like, when you want something, let's just call it a pair of shoes. What do we say? That's like 10 haircuts. Yeah. That's like 10 haircuts. Yeah. So
vamos a poner hoy.
How many haircuts did we do today? So I really think you were able to feed that mentality to me, and now in what I do in my industry, I try to do the same to, like, these young people, and inspire them to not just be mediocre, not just do one thing, not just focus on one thing. I think it's been super cool. Like you said, through barbering, you've been able to network, you've been able to do all these things, open this business, open that one. Anything you would like to tell the younger audience, or not, even if they're not young, man, like the barbers out there that are grinding, that have a dream, that want to open up a business, that want to buy a house, that want to start a family, what can you tell those people? What can you tell my guys?
Hustle it out, because the guy next to you doesn't want it, you take it.
There you go.
You gotta take it. Nobody's gonna give you anything. Nobody's gonna give you anything, and nothing is easy. You want your dreams to come true, you gotta chase them. Look at Fred. I met Fred, a 17, 16-year-old barber. Probably the barber had more money at his age, he shouldn't have had, but should have been. It was good that it was him. He knew how to handle himself. Look at him now. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you.
And I'm proud of you, brother. I'm proud of you, man.
And it's crazy how now we're here showing them.
Rick,
you all could do it, guys. You all could do it.
It was good seeing you, Rick. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. There's some stories that we just can't tell me and Rick right now. But he's my brother, and I wish him nothing but love and success like he's been doing for these last couple years. Thank you, guys.
Buena.
How long was that? That's not bad.
Chill.